So in your practice, what barriers do you see moms have, or what barriers do you currently have to being physically active?
Well, first of all, time. So I think in this day and age, life in general is very, very busy, whether it's activity, cooking, sleeping, showering, whatever it is that we want to do for self-care individually. The biggest barrier, I think, in life today is time. Especially as a new mother, your baby needs you 24 hours a day. So trying to find an appropriate time when your baby is sleeping to jump into, okay, I need to go to the gym now. And, some people have the ability to have a gym at home and some don't. So if you don't, how are you going to get yourself to the gym, do your workout, enjoy your workout while you're doing it without having to think in the back of your mind, is your baby okay? And then getting home, showered and whatever to continue on the rest of the day. It's just not feasible. And even if you have a gym at home, we can find every reason for us not wanting to go down. Like my biggest complaint is it's too cold downstairs, or I don't want to put on my gym clothes, or I'm tired today, or just because he's sleeping doesn't mean I don't want to be in exercise mode all of a sudden. So I think time is one big issue, and then just lack of motivation. Really, I've never liked going to the gym. It's just never been my thing. To me, being active is running around up and down the unit of labor and delivery, and so for me to do a structured activity is just not exciting to me. And even if I decide I'm going to do it, then I don't even know if I'm doing it right. And actually, am I doing the exercise correctly? Am I moving the right muscles to actually get a benefit to what I'm doing? So I think for me personally, those are my barriers. From a patient's perspective, I think they probably share the same feeling that I do. Some women may also have some self-image concerns. They don't want to go to a gym and put on tight leggings and a tight exercise, bra or what have you, because they are worried about how people will judge them. And I get that. So that probably is another barrier. And then the same thing is, okay, if I'm, of a heavier set, how can my body even do this? And who's going to show me how to do this? Am I going to be ridiculed? So I think these are all common fears that women have. And as a mother, now that your body has gone through a complete physical transformation, it takes it to that height even worse, even more.
You become even more self-conscious.
Exactly.
Because your body is changed.
Not your body anymore.
Yeah.
Wow. You get that?
Yeah. Well, I think even, it doesn't matter whether you are physically fit, you still always have self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You're insecure about
mm-hmm.
something of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Whether someone else, what I see of you I would not
right.
criticize you for any part of your body, but
right.
it's
how you
internal.
feel about yourself from within.
Yeah. And that's always what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Or you could have someone else that is 100% confident in their skin.
Right.
It's all.
But I think motherhood definitely takes that confidence away from you. I mean, I remember looking at the mirror a few times when I was 5 or 6 weeks postpartum, and I was like, who is staring back at me in this mirror? I don't even recognize who you are anymore. I look back at my old photos, I'm like, how have I gone from this to this in 1 year? And it's, again, the sleep deprivation, I think, right? And that's probably another barrier for a mother. It's you're so tired. How do you have the energy to go down or go to the gym and actually exercise? You just have no energy.
I think sometimes as a new mom, the priority is actually just keeping your child alive and not necessarily focusing on structure. But the difference is sometimes we don't have to do structured physical activity. There's lots of different ways that we can move our body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even for maybe a new mom, or because your experience as a new mom now,
mm-hmm.
so personally speaking, what are some tips maybe that you would say, not even necessarily to have a structured workout, but just how to incorporate a little bit more physical activity into your life, whether you're advising a patient or a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Or
well, the biggest
yourself.
thing for me for sanity is just getting out of the house. Being contained in these 4 walls, even though I love my home, you just need to get out. And so I think the biggest thing for me is just feeling comfortable knowing, okay, I can now take him out, and whether it's me just going to the clinic or going to the mall or visiting my mom, little things like just parking further away in the parking lot, simple things like that. Or if you're going to go to the grocery store, take it as a full hour walk around the grocery store, even though you don't need everything in every single aisle. And now that the weather's getting better, it's easier to just pop the baby into a stroller and go for a 10-minute walk. I know when he was about 7 weeks, I took him in my baby carrier and we walked the entire block with my husband for it turned out to be an hour. It was only meant to be 20 minutes, and he came home crying because he was hungry. But I think it's just simple things. It doesn't need to be complicated. I think it's just, don't sit in front of the TV, I guess. If you have the opportunity to get out just to give you some sanity, fresh air, these are simple things that can be done, I think, to help be active.
And how do you feel when you actually are doing those things?
Great.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of getting to that point, right? Yeah.
And convincing yourself, okay, yeah, this is actually going to make me
feel
better in the end.
Yeah.
It's usually, like you said, the hardest part is, I know for me, changing into my clothes and just starting.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the time once you're doing it, you're enjoying it and you feel better after, and typically you have more energy.
Right.
I don't know if that's how you...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But just getting into the clothes and walking downstairs to my gym, that's the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Because when he's sleeping, I'm like, okay, so should I be checking my emails? Should I be finishing my office work? Like, there's always something else that I could be doing that takes over priority.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of moms in general, they put themselves at the very bottom of the priority list. So what would you tell maybe a mom just to kind of convince her, not necessarily even always to do physical activity, but just to actually spend time on herself?
I always tell my mom, self-care is the best way to be a good mother, right? And I think I should take my own advice. But if you love yourself, then you can provide for your child to a better extent, right? And it is hard. It's very hard on a day-to-day to actually put that into action. But if you feel good, simple things like activity or going for a massage or going to have your favorite coffee or getting your nails done or little things like that, or going out for coffee with a friend or to the mall, having your favorite Caesar salad. These are little things. Whatever it means to love, to self-care, I think is what moms should do in order for them to be a better mother.